She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, please don't go that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Desperados of Toronto. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Hey, Alpha. 13. Go right here. No, we changed it. What?
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Mitchell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action now. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. I think I'm being generous with that number.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. first down. They go back to Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Middle. Go. 180. Hey, shot. Hey, Ozzy. Shot. 13. Touch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
You at X. No, we changed it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go now. Moving like these. Steady.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting it.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Report.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
19 tight. 19 tight.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Stroud to throw it. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Back to Walker on 1st down. And some space here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
65, 70. Ready.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, shot.
Stroud on 3rd down now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter. To me, you can put a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
DC, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An option give now to Mitchell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, report. You change it.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
180. Finish it. Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this time he is in. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Desperados will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's early
final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in the game, it's already pretty well decided. Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
This is Fant on the short completion. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
65 yards. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Mitchell now off the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 47 yards. And the Desperados just continue to roll. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Seahawks 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Stroud now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Tap to 60, tap to 60. Tap 60, tap 60. Ready.
Stroud. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson going to change things up a bit. But once again, it's Mitchell. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Jackson now off the bootleg, out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 44 yards. And the Desperados add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another run with Mitchell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Running left, here's Mitchell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, report.
They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Mitchell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof.